In this video, we are going to take a look at how we can create a user for the Orofino Web Community web environment. In order to do that, the first thing we're going to do is go to the Orofino Chamber of Commerce website, which is orofino.com. And when we navigate there, we'll see a link for logging in on the top menu. And if you have not already done so, you can create a new account by clicking on the Create an Account link on the left-hand menu. And so the first thing we're going to do is enter some information there. This is going to be an account we'll use to administer the CTG profile in the Orofino Web Community, so I'm just going to name that CTG admin. That name that you choose there, it can be your name or it can be just a generic account name. It will be what is displayed whenever you log in to the Chamber website. The username is what we'll actually use to authenticate, and then you can choose your password. Now the email address must be unique. You can only have one user tied to the email address that you use here. So if you do have multiple users, if they share an email address, they will have to share the same username to get into the site. And once we're done, we'll click the register button, and then you'll notice on the following page it's going to say that your account's been created and an activation link has been sent to the email address that you specified. And so we'll go over to our email account, and it might take a few minutes for that email to show up. And so while we're here, I just wanted to mention that if you do have multiple users and you are sharing an account, just be aware that when claiming your profile, a single user must claim a profile. Or in other words, I can't have a profile claimed by more than one email or username. And so in the case of having multiple users that are managing the profile information, you might want to just share the account. And so let me just check and see here. I'll check my email and see, and sure enough, there we have something in our inbox. And when I look at that, it is going to be from the Orofino Web Community, and it's going to be titled Account Details for the user that we specified. So I'll open that up, and in here there will be information identifying what the username and password is, so you'll want to keep that handy. You'll also see that there is a link here that will be used to activate the account. So when I click on that, in my case, it's going to open up a new browser, and it's going to say your account has been activated. So now we can log in. I already have a browser open, so I'll just close that. And I'll come back to where I was, and I will again log in. I'll go to that login link and enter my information. And now once we've logged in, the first thing it's going to show you is your profile, and that's really not information you're going to really need. You can edit your profile, but for the most part the information here is not really relevant to the business profile. So instead what we'll do is we'll just click on the business directory, and at this point, once the business directory loads, you'll have a couple of ways that you can identify your business profile. First of all, you could do a search. If you wanted to search by business name, most, if not all, of the chamber businesses have been loaded in, and so you can search by name there, or you can look by category. In my case, I know that CTG has been labeled as under the programming category, so when I look here, it's going to show up. Or I could have searched by keyword, and I'll just put Clearwater there, and that will pop up multiple results. And I can see that in there Clearwater Technical Group is also included. And so I can click on that to see more information about that entry. And here's the actual profile for Clearwater Technical Group. And there's in addition to the name, you have a little description here. Once we've logged in and we have found our profile, you'll see a variety of links down at the bottom. In addition, you can also see that there's a map of where to find the business, and then if there were any reviews, they would also be included here. But what we're interested in doing is actually claiming the profile so that we will be able to make modification to the information that's included here. And so once I click on the claim button, I can send a little message detailing what who I am, or some more information if necessary, and I'll just say claiming my profile, and then I'll claim the listing. And it says, now thank you for doing that, and we are going to be attending to that momentarily. What really happens here is that we get notification, we as the administrators of the site get notification that somebody has attempted to claim the profile, and so what we would do is then go into the administrative side of things, and this isn't something that you will have to do, so you can just disregard this. This is just me activating the profile. But I can see here that there is a pending approval. Somebody's claimed a site, and I can see that Clearwater Technical Group has been claimed by a certain user on a certain date. And then I can either reject or I can approve this. And so each business profile will have to be approved by the site administrator before you can make changes to that profile. Just a little bit of a security step there to make sure that we have the appropriate people making the appropriate changes. So once I save that, again, that is for the administrator only. You would not be doing that as the end user. But once I have approved that, I would get an email stating that approval has been completed. And again, that might take some time to be delivered. And so we're just going to assume that we get our nice little email saying that it's all been done. And we'll come back over here to where we left off. Okay, so now, if I have logged in and I have claimed ownership, and the claim has gone through successfully, now if I refresh this profile, I'm now going to see that I have, since I have claimed it, the claim option is gone. Only one user can claim the profile. Once it's claimed, it's done. And I can see that now I have a couple of links here, one to edit and one to remove the profile. So I will go ahead and edit that profile. And here I have the ability to enter in a description. You can include HTML here as well. It's not necessary, but you can include hypertext markup if you want to include different colors or styles or whatever you want. But I just have basic text right here. You can disregard the P's, that's not necessary. And then you can fill in any additional information, contact information. Then you have the mapping, and then you can also include images. Of course, if you have any questions regarding modifying the profile or the registration process or any of the steps that were contained herein, you can always give myself a call at Clearwater Technical Group or send me an email. My number is 888-347-7477 at extension 502, or you can send me an email, chris@clearwatertg.com. Also, Stephanie Deo, the Chamber of Commerce Director, is available, and she will also be administering the site as well. And so you can, if you have further questions, you can also contact her.